Hey, it's your guy, Sojourner Kai, and lately I've been attempting to climb in Legends of Runeterra with dragons, the Pantheon Shyvana deck that you've all seen, know, and love. Now, this series that I have attempting to climb, just to give you a little bit of a preface for this, is my sort of way of creating VODs for myself in a way to then go back and check like what I've done correctly, what I've done incorrectly, and also, climb and Legends of Runeterra a little bit. So maybe we have some sort of discussion. This is in no way really meant to be a guide, though I will go through the deck list that I have and talk about what I am playing, why I'm playing it, and what I think is good into it, that sort of thing. So if we go over here to play versus player and check out my Dragon D's, because I'm a very mature individual, it's a pretty standard, I mean, you've all probably seen it by now, the Pantheon Shyvana package, and you add on Blinded Mystic and Hush, specifically because as of recording this video right now, Spiders and Poros are still running pretty rampant with the Iceborne Legacy stuff. This deck I've played, I believe if I remember looking on Runeterra AR, I have played about 40 games of this with a 61% win rate, which is pretty good. Very, very positive. The only other deck that I can think of, like as an overall meta choice that has been getting consistently that high, is the Ari Kennen list. And Ari Kennen is a pretty awkward matchup for this, unfortunately. A lot of Ionia does counter what we like to do, because Concerted Strike can be blocked by Deny, Golden Aegis can be blocked by Deny. Hush only lasts for one round, so you can't consistently keep blocking these little dinky elusives and stuff. But you do also have Sharp Sight and all that, so I don't think that You also have Sharp Sight, you have Single Combat, you have Pale Cascade to keep your units alive, you have Dragon's Clutch to make it so that you're adding a lot of pressure onto your opponent's late game, and oftentimes you do use Dragon's Clutch as a finisher rather than a buff. Early game, we're playing Dragon Chow and Mountain Goat. Dragon Chow just to give you the setup for Wounded White Flame. Now, interesting thing about Dragon Chow is that whenever it gets struck by a dragon, you draw a card, so it doesn't actually have to get killed. It just previously, every dragon that we've had has had 3 attack or more, but now because this one only has 2 attack, it strikes it, draws 1, it stays alive, and then when Shyvana drops next turn, which is what you're usually looking for, it kills it. Shyvana gets a bit of her level up, she gets the Fury proc, and then Dragon Chow draws another card. So this is like a 1 mana draw 2 in some ways, but not the greatest early game is definitely an issue here. I'd say that the decks that I struggle against the most are things like Elise, Spider Swarm, that sort of thing. Not the Iceborne Legacy variation, the Noxus variant that you see with the Doom Beast. That's what I'm thinking of. But anyway, the rest of it's a pretty standard Demacia list, with strike spells, Screeching Dragon being our most expensive unit in the deck, to just apply a lot of pressure as the mid game rolls around, and usually winning the game out by, I'd say, like mana 8 or 9 at the earliest. You could tech a Judgment into here, but I'm pretty happy with the list so far. Like if I were to tech a Judgment, maybe I'd drop a copy of like Mountain Goat or Blinded Mystic or something, but those just feel too good in the format right now, and I don't really need that board wipe for most of the games that I've been playing lately. So we're going to take this on the ladder and see how we do. All right, first match, Sentinel's Control. I think we win this. We do okay into control lists. I think I'll keep a copy of Pale Cascade, just so that I have buffs for a Wounded White Flame when it hits board here. But yeah, this list has a lot of damage-based removal, and we're really good playing into damage-based removal. Now, the only problem, of course, being stuff like, we can't exactly counter Vengeance. I think this deck typically runs a copy of Ruination, and also because of the Fearsome units, we're going to take some hits early. So, couple of problems there. I'm trying to think of what else this deck runs. If we get hit and then Ledros Atrocity, we're kind of screwed as well. But that's also why we have single combat and Hush available, because then we can just make it so that the last breath effect at least doesn't go through. Okay, pass. I have Dragon Chum, mana 1. It might get removed by a Thermo Beam next turn. It's entirely possible, because it'll be at 3 mana and they want to deny me this draw. Because this is presenting, like I said earlier, this is presenting two card draws here. If I keep it on board. Unfortunately, no Goat in hand, but I don't think I need to play this deck on curve against Sentinels. And this person is running the clock down a lot, though. That's fine. That's up to them. It'll just make for a longer video, I guess. Alright, we end round. No Burgeoning Sentinel mana 1, which is nice. Shyvana's really cool too. I'm just gonna pass. I have nothing to play here. Hand's a little bricked for these early rounds, because Blind and Mystic. Like, I'm not gonna play Blind and Mystic into this. All right, now they're here. Maybe they went off to get their coffee or something. Financier, huh? Do I block that? I don't think I do. Not because I want to prevent 2 damage, because this is funny enough lethal with Ledros, but because I don't want to lose this to like a Vile Feast or a Mystic Shot, which I know that this deck runs. The Financier is interesting. Oh, it's showing up 1 turn too late. If I go Shyvana, yeah, Shyvana's easily the best move here. I could have gone Wounded White Flame, but I top deck a Dragon Chow like a Chad. That doesn't matter. Thermo Beam? Okay. I have another Shyvana in hand, so that's fine. They're not... They also don't get anything out of that aside from, like, 1 ping on Ezreal. So that's fine. They pass their entire turn to do nothing. Cool. They also have nothing in hand, so that's pretty good. I have Dragon Chow into Wound and White Flame into Shyvana. Pass. Or do I just straight up Shyvana again? I'm going to do Wound and White Flame. If this dies to Vile Feast, so be it. Actually, no. I think I do Mystic Shot. I'm not going to Mystic Shot this. I'm going to pass. I'm going to keep my mana up for buffs. Shyvana. Oh, he wants to block this. That's what's happening here. Drew another Wound and White Flame. That's pretty cool. Also, I have Pale Cascade available. Now, do they use the 9 mana Thermo Beam? That's not going to fly, Captain. Sorry. Ta-da. Now, the question is, do I attack with Wounded White Flame? I don't think there's a whole lot that I'm trading up into. Now, if I can get him to use removal or block with this, I'm still getting the 4 plus 5 is 9, so I level Shyvana on this strike. Yeah. That's worth it. I have another, again, I have another Wounded White Flame in hand, so it's not like it really matters if I lose that. Now, Vengeance here kind of sucks, but Shyvana's leveled, so... Okay. Vengeance it is. Still gonna manage to do quite a bit, though. Ezreal's gonna be a problem, but I do also have concern. I have Screeching Dragon as well. Hi, Elise. Sucks to be you. Piercing Darkness. There's a lot of things I could do here. I think Pale Cascade is among them, though. Is the best one here. Sharpsight as well. Pretty good. I'm going to save it for next turn. I'm going to take this 3 damage to face. Pass. Wow, they don't attack. That's free. Go... If I go Goat, I kind of break my hand. I think I go Wounded White Flame instead. go hard? How about no? Sharp Sight's one of my best tools against... No, I have Hush. We're fine. This is fine. Just Sharp Sight here. Pretty good. If I goat, what happens? I don't have Concerted Strike available. I have Blind and Mystic, but it doesn't target a follower. I don't think there's a whole lot of followers for me to target, though, is the thing. That's the concern I have. Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot to worry about. We can pretty much assume that this thing is dead because of 7 mana that my opponent has. Okay. Second Vengeance. I'm just going to do this. Bonk. Get in for 3 damage. I have Concerted Strike this turn, and also Dragon's Clutch. Shyvana is really good. Okay. That is concerning. I am Ledros, the King's Shield. We do Mountain Goat for a fearsome blocker. I'll block with Goat so I can get a gem here. I have Shyvana here. And then I can gem this unit. It's 4 out of 5 on Pantheon. Now the question is if I rally or not. I don't think I can because of this killing me next turn. Wait, no. If I rally now, kill that, attack with that, they have to Ledros again next turn, and then Atrocity, and then I have Concerted Strike. I think this is better. I think I rally with this, kill Ledros, and then force a block on Elise. This is my play. So get the attack token. They pass. They have only 1 mana. I pull here. Force a block. And then I have attack token next turn. Because the open attack is lethal, I think. Yeah, it is. Cool. Now, of course, Vengeance is still a thing, but 3 copies of Vengeance seems really excessive. Whoop. Shouldn't be any fast speed removal. And I have double buffs in hand for this dragon. Time Trick, looking for Vengeance that they snapped off, maybe? Woo! Alright, GG's. Game number 1 under the belt. Like we said, we're pretty solid into damage-based removal. And even though they were removing all of our units with Vengeances and Mystic Shots and stuff, no problem. Alright, on to the next. Sorry about that, I was checking some emails I got on my phone there. What are we playing against? Darkness. Okay. Now, while Control might be our friend to play against, this is a really good hand. This is like the best hand that you want right here. Now, while Control might be our friend to play against, Darkness is not one of them. Because they have units like Twisted Catalyzer that they might have here. No Twisted Catalyzer on 2 is massive. Play Wounded White Flame, get that on board. Anyway, Twisted Catalyzer is a problem because it buffs up Darkness so that they can immediately remove our units. I'm not going to let that happen. I'm going to keep it alive because I want to have another card draw here. And get a proc of Pantheon. I think we can outrace this. But it's going to be tough. Also, them overhealing is pretty nice. When a White Flame gets Fury this turn. Never mind, we're actually top decking like a beast. There could be a Vagar. Oh, interesting. So Twisted Catalyzer might be what's happening here. Or Minimorph. They do have mana for Minimorph, but if they Minimorph, they lose their entire turn, and I hit for 5 damage next turn. Pokestick. They really want this dead, huh? Okay. Pass. Conchologist. I block that. Maybe Stress Defense is what they're looking for? Sorry, I keep looking over at OBS to make sure my stuff is actually recording and going. Like watching my microphone levels, because I haven't recorded a video in a long time like this. I've streamed. Electro Harpoon? Okay. Okay, so they discarded a card. Let's go through what they did. They used 1, 2, 3 removal spells and discarded an Ishtali Sentinel to kill a 3-mana unit. That's like... That's prime. I don't think there's anything else I can say about that. That's just good. I'm going to open attack here. There's open attacking a mistake. I'm going to do Mountain Goat and see what happens. Just to make things more scary. Mana 5 could see a Senna. They really don't want to develop, though, into my board, and I think that's okay. Another Shyvana, so I can grant Challenger to something. That's pretty good. Yeah, I figured. Darkness most likely going to be put on to whatever I try to block Senna with. And I need to keep up 5 mana. So I will Wounded White Flame. And kill Senna now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's this doing? 2 damage? Only enough mana for the 1 spell. Should be should be good. Because Stress Defense blows us out of the water though. Okay. That's fine. Makes our... I mean, Shyvana still gets leveling off of that. And it makes our attack next turn really good. Boom, boom, boom. You know, like this. Minimorph could still be a thing. We do have to think about that. Hits this. Yeah. That's fine. Oh, I should have granted Challenger. That was a misplay. I forgot I had Confront in hand. Shyvana levels now. That's pretty good. Yeah, I made a pretty bad misplay there. I do have Rally, though. So I could Rally and Confront still. No mana for Minimorph right now. Only mana for Stress Defense. And I think they are out of that card. I'm going to Rally with Shyvana. And then Confront onto Wounded White Flame. And then Confront. And then I get in for 9 damage and kill Senna. That's pretty good. That is, as the kids say, poggers. Not enough mana to kill this. And round. And Shyvana's full health, which is nice. Anything can be scattered to its elements, even us. Could be a Darkness coming up. Blind of Mystic's pretty good here. So no lifesteal for them now. Question is, what did they get? Catalog of Regrets, create this card. Okay. That's fine. No Twisted Catalyzers and no Vagars is really good for me. And I think I just win. Looking for... Oh, they don't have mana for anything now. Stress defense? Boop. GG's. Hey, that's 2 games into platinum under our belt. Let's go, dude. Now, that rally was a good play. Now, the nice thing about this deck, I'm not very smart. And so this deck kind of plays to that. It's not incredibly difficult to get wins with this deck, because the decision trees that you have are fairly simple and straightforward. So you're just like, play a unit, make sure you keep up mana for your combat spells and stuff, and that's pretty much how you play it out. Anyway, that's game number 2. On to number 3. Alright, game number 3 is against Poppy Zed Lulu Rally. I definitely need to keep... I need to find... I want to keep Shyvana, but I think Shyvana is too late. As funny as that sounds, like turn 4 is just too late to have things develop by. Guiding Touch is also not a good play either. Main reason being, the things I'm looking for... Wow, yeah, exactly this, actually. Sharp Sight, yep. Yep, cock. Anyway, I'm looking for Sharp Sight. I'm looking for single combat. I don't want to be taking damage against an aggro deck. So I know that I'm not the beatdown here, so I gotta outpace them a little bit. Mountain Goat. Mountain Goat and then pass, probably. Okay, I want to go home. We pass because I don't want to get traded here. Or, I could have had an attack, but I think they would have tried to kill this anyway. Well, that sucks immensely. They have the curve. Oh, I misplayed. I shouldn't have played. I shouldn't have played that at all. This was a huge misplay. Like, absolutely the worst misplay I could have made. I should have kept up mana for Sharp Sight. Because now I have no units to target with Blind and Mystic to silence this. Yeah, I played that awfully. Because then I could have still blocked with Dragon Chow. Yeah, I'm just losing a lot of board here. I'm very far behind. If Poppy drops on this turn, I'm kind of screwed. Or Lulu. Man, they just have everything, huh? Pass. I have nothing in hand, which really sucks. If I had Wounded White Flame, maybe I would have been okay. But I really threw this game. Buffs to 4/4. I think I just lose now, don't I? 7, 8. I'm not dead yet, but oh my god. Bloop. Launch. That is 13 damage on turn 5. That's pretty good. If I Sharp Sight, I'm walking into Twin Disciplines, most likely. So I just have nothing. Yeah. I mean, I kind of knew that this was going to be a pretty rough match. Without Wounded White Flame. Maybe I did need to keep Shyvana, because Shyvana would have been a good blocker for all this. If I don't draw a dragon, yeah, that's a GG. Bummer. Yeah, those are the decks that you struggle against the most. I think I misplayed terribly by playing that Mountain Goat on that turn, which that's okay. You know, everyone makes misplays, right? But then also in not keeping Sharp Sight available. And then also not keeping Shyvana in my opening hand. Definitely should have done that, because then at least by turn 4, I have a unit to play. Whereas Blind and Mystic's just kind of like, oh hey, I'm here. Ari Kennen. Another tougher matchup because of all the recalls. Screeching Dragon might honestly be a keep, along with Shyvana. I like this hand, I just don't like how late it is. I keep this? What do I have in this matchup? I think I need to look for Wounded White Flame and have Sharp Sight available. So we'll toss a single combat because it can get nopified. This is not the hand. Oh well, the first two games that we played, we had the pretty nuts hand. This game, not at all. Not nearly as much of a nuts hand. Screeching Dragon. I've drawn all my top end, but I have nothing for my, like, front end now. Sucks. Because this hits for 5 now. Dude. I need to draw dragons. I need to find Wind of White Flame. Come on. There it is. There we go. No mana. I think I have to let this slide. No, I can't now. Well, the good thing is that I can block this. I can block 3 damage. Which is nice. Because they have no mana, so no risk of twin disciplines here. Open attacking opens me to twin disciplines, but I have sharp sight available. If I attack and then play Shyvana, I think that's better. Like, Shyvana sure could see the damage go through, but I think this might be better. Oh, dear lord. Okay. Single combat sharp sight is the nuts here. Okay, so sharp sight. Boom. And then we block the recalls, and then single combat this 2/2. Yeah. Because they want to recall this, so if I give them a reason to recall it, that's better for them. But if I give them reason to recall the one that just recalls allies and forces them to develop, I think that's a better play. I'm still taking a lot of damage here, though, because they'll recall. This gets buffed to 6. Oh, they have double recall. That's so bad. Oh, deny. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how to play this matchup very well, funny enough. Even though this is like the most common deck in the entire format, I can't do that with this on board. So how do I kill that? I go Screeching Dragon this turn, and then just go after an elusive. I think that might be my best move. But they still have Homecoming, which really sucks. Run forever. Now, do I do Mourn or Dancing Droplet? I think Mourn, so I don't give him a chance to get a card. Cool. I have to Concerted Strike next turn, too? Yikes. Hate it here. I misplayed terribly on that. I need to go back over the VOD and see what I could have done better. Maybe block with Shyvana was the play. I was playing too greedy for the Shyvana. Good lord, I hate it here. Screeching Dragon makes it so I drop below Concerted Strike mana. I'm still dead, aren't I? Yeah, I'm dead on this attack because this hits for 4 even if I Concerted Strike and block. Bummer. Elusives. Yeah, I misplayed terribly taking this damage to face. That was like absolutely the worst thing I could have done. Yeah, GG. Strike an enemy. No, I terribly misplayed this. Terribly misplayed. What I should have done was block with Shyvana. I got too greedy with it. And because of that, I kind of like griefed on that. I was thinking like, oh, I need Shyvana to win the game for me, and that just didn't end up happening because it clearly wasn't going to. Like I said with the last match that I played, Shyvana's too slow. All right, well, on to the next match. Match number 3, we have what? Oh, is that Elise? Oh, right, her World Breaker skin. I don't recognize the champion at all. It's Elise? Elise Kennan. What on earth is this deck playing? Elise Kennan. Oh, hey, Screen Dragon, welcome back into my hand. I didn't want you. That's why I tossed you away. Band of Chemist. What am I playing against? Am I right to be genuinely confused what this deck is? Alright, well, yeah. Pass. Probably has a Vile Feast. Mountain Goat. Not bad. Mountain Goat also still leaves me with mana for Sharp Sight. I really don't want to block into a Vile Feast when I have dragons available. Or possible dragons. Alright then. Single combat kills one of them, but it's not worth it. Where are my dragons? Where are my lower cost dragons? I demand to know. That's not a dragon. Dang it, dude. Man. If I attack with goat, I trade. That doesn't seem worth it, does it? I'll pass. I have to play reactively here. Especially because if they drop a champion, I can try and single combat it. I think that might be my better play. Stalking Shadows. Oh, is this a Doombeast deck? Oh, they only got one option, though. So it's probably pretty spell heavy in their hand, or in their top pile now. Ugh. Pantheon just feels terrible, too. Especially if I'm going to be playing into Vile Feast, just pings off the barrier. If I attack with this, I'd have to sharp sight it, and I don't think I want to do that. Screeching Dragon's going to be massive on this turn, though, because of the little dudes. Dragon Chows. Fading Memories, huh? Stygian Onlooker, okay. Wait, Screeching Dragon. Whack. Cool. I now have a 5 mana 6/7 with Challenger and Fury. That's what you got an ephemeral copy of. Okay. It was like a variation of Nightfall aggro. Okay. I've played variations of this deck before, but with Teemo. Here. And then single combat here to make sure that they have to use the recast spells on Doombeast. Keep ourselves alive. Lightning Rush? Okay. That's pretty good. Because I only prevented 1 damage to Nexus, and they get 2 more later on anyway. Pantheon's not at all leveled, so means that I haven't done this. Okay. Remember they have a Ephemeral Goat and another Doombeast, or the Doombeast again. The thing that sucks is that the only healing I have in this deck is like a one-off of Guiding Touch. Yeah, just attack. Maybe I should have waited for Doombeast. I don't know. It's hard to say. Poison Dart? Yikes. Yeah, we're pretty far behind here. Okay. Before that goes through, I need to find stuff. Just like anything. Hey, Shyvana. Shyvana's cool. Yeah, it sucks is that I'm gonna get burned out by this Doom Beast this turn. 2 damage. Their board's wider than mine. Never mind. Their board will be wider than mine. I have Guiding Touch. That's huge. Guiding Touch and then Shyvana, I think, is my play here. Yikes. Okay, well, I'll play Shyvana first then. Shyvana, Guiding Touch, and then I have Pale Cascade and or Sharp Sight available. I think Sharp Sight's better. Okay. This is fine. Because my current health is not 0, so we're okay. Onto Dusk. We go Guiding Touch. Whoop. Well, if we draw one of these 3 mushrooms, we're dead. Just where we are right now. We win in like 3 rounds, but I don't think we're even afforded that much time with puff caps in our deck. Like, it might be 3, but I hit them every time anyway. Pass. They could attack, but to what effect? They have another Doom Beast. Oh, GG's. Bummer, dude. Was that all 3 Doom Beasts? Yeah, I think so. I think it was all 3 Doom Beasts in hand. Unbelievable. Well. Can't go any lower than 0 LP in Plaid, I guess. Do one more round and then cut the video off at the end of this. Alright, what do we queue into? Oh, this is a rally variation of Ari Kennen. So we might lose to this one too. Hush might not be bad though to keep. Guiding Touch we toss. And I don't think we want 2 Dragon Chows in our opening hand. Because it kind of bricks, especially if we don't draw. Especially if we don't draw a dragon. Mana 1 could see, yeah, Dancing Droplet. Man. Just not getting the draws these last couple of games. Wow. That's really bad for me. Goat. I pretty badly need a Sharp Sight or Single Combat or Dragon right now, and I'm not getting any of that. Hush is fine, because I get a Hush units later on. Especially if they can rally and barrier and stuff. I think I need to block 2 damage here. Yeah. I don't have any dragons, so this is just doing nothing for me if it's not blocking. Will I draw a dragon? Maybe. I have 9 of them in the deck. Hey, what do you know? Moon and White Flame. Whack. If I open attacked, I would have gotten 3 free damage, but pointless. They also don't have Homecoming this turn. Only thing that they will have will be like Retreat Return, which I've seen before in decks with this, or the 1 mana Recall. So if they don't want to lose Ari, I'm betting that they're thinking of a Twin Disciplines is my guess. Because Twin Disciplines gets them. Oh, it's Kennen. Kennen to kill my Wounded White Flame, maybe. I think I attack. Could have Twin Disciplines still. Does not have it. Okay. Does not have Twin Disciplines, so that chance goes up every round that they have Twin Disciplines. Mark of the Storm, totally fine. I can silence this as well and have it as another blocker. Like, remove the mark. if I'm not mistaken. No 1-mana recall either. At least to my knowledge. Also, they mark the wrong unit. Because if they want to be sure that their attack goes through this turn, I think they need to mark this. Could see an open attack homecoming. Never mind. We're fine. Need to keep up 2 mana for Sharp Sight. And we play it on this, not on this. We just block with this. That's or do I hush Ari? What's better here? Hushing Ari or sharp sighting Wounded White Flame? I think sharp sight on Wounded White Flame is better. Primarily because it gives me the pump as well. And then it forces them to recall Ari or their Nephori Conspirator. With the 1-mana recall that I'm pretty sure they don't have right now. Okay, what is this? Oh, okay, they had it. Alright. Well, then it's of no loss to us. They hit for 2 damage instead of 4. This probably comes into recall Kennen. Would be my guess. Oh. Just the dancing droplet, huh? Kennen not hitting board again feels really good. I'm just going to open attack here. Because I don't want to, you know, develop into a Kennen recall to stun this. Those are just strictly better. Making them take 7 damage. This is like the kind of hands that we were looking for originally. It's just that those last 3 games, oh man, it was so rough. If I had single combat, that'd be nice, but homecoming here most likely. Oh, lightning rush. If I hush this, they don't get the draw 1, but it still recalls. Okay. Not a problem. Is that Kennen's lightning rush? It was. They lost to Kennen for that. Rally feels really bad here. I only get 5 damage, maybe. I think Wounded White Flame is still the better play. Into a gem for... Ooh, Guiding Touch. Into a gem for Dragon Chow. Or even maybe a Guiding Touch on Dragon Chow. I'll just gem it. No, I'll gem this one. Because they needed to go wide and make their recall targets really awkward. Because if I put all my eggs into one basket here, then it just, I don't know, it just fizzles, right? Okay. We go Shyvana and keep up Hush. Whack. Single combat, okay. A lot of really awkward decisions to make here. I might Hush Ari. But this Dancing Droplet levels Kennen, so I could kill Kennen as well. I think Hushing Kennen is better. What's better, Hush or single combat? Ooh, I think we pass. It's tough. Goes 1, 2, 3. Levels Ari. Has 3 mana. So what am I worried about for 3 mana? I can Hush Ari and kill her now, too. It's going to be crucial knowing which unit to Hush. I think it's Ari. It has to be Ari. They attack with... No, they attack with these here and go for 9 damage. And then I Hush Ari and kill her. Pass. Because they might try to go for lethal here. I'm expecting maybe a pre-commit to a Twin Disciplines. Because they have to do it to win this round. But they know that I'm Demacian, I'm sitting on 4 mana, which could be 2 sharp sights. I've played one earlier, though. I played one in, like, round 4. Yeah. Played 1 sharp sight. So they know that I probably have 2 more, and they could both possibly be sitting in my hand here. They have to declare their attack pretty quickly, or they lose the turn. Fine by me. Okay. Blinded Mystic here. Or no, I open attack first. I'm open attacking into what's the card? Perfect. Definitely a recall here. And what are they recalling? Because I can single combat it. I haven't played a Homecoming yet. Homecoming here. Yep. And then I single combat. I am single combating into deny, though. This is also to recall an enemy unit or landmark. So if they recall this, or this resolves, and this doesn't recall Shyvana, and I get to kill both the Dancing Droplet and level her at the same time. Which is pretty nice, because I'll have a rally available too. But they might be looking to deny that, so I gotta wait for them to spend their mana first. If they drop below 4 mana, I'll be pretty good here. Just need them to spend a little more mana. So single combat means that I got a target off of this round. A rally means that I get to hit them for some pretty nice damage this round as well. And force them to block with Ari and Navori Conspirator, because I'll have lethal otherwise. No, they didn't have a second Homecoming, because they didn't want to spend it on Kennen. Possible that they have other recall effects, though. Pass. If I rally, I'm rallying into deny. I don't think that's worth it. I'm going to go Blind and Mystic then. Make sure that I can actually get the effect off here. Hope. I'm still representing rally here. Which, unfortunately, I told them that I have by accidentally hovering it here. So that was a bit of a misplay. But, if I get them to tap below 4 mana by playing units, it's possible that my opponents quit, but passed. Okay. So the plan there was to rally, but also I had, Hush for Ari, which was my way of getting her off the board, you know. But didn't end up coming to that because my opponent unfortunately randomly disconnected. I DDoSed him. I'm kidding, I didn't actually. If anyone's actually taking me seriously. But yeah. Alright. And that's going to do it for this video on Dragon. So we unfortunately, I think we pretty much ended up with the same LP that we started the video with, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. Oh yeah, no. We ended the video with 8 more LP than we started with. We're grinding this out 8 LP at a time. But thanks so much for coming out and watching this video attempting to climb. Let me know if you guys enjoy this kind of commentary. This is going to be going up I mean, you guys will know it's going to be going up on the secondary channel, also Sojourner Kai, just kind of as a test phase of this. I do want to do more Legends of Runeterra commentaries because I love this game. Like, look at all these decks I have that I want to play and take into ranked and stuff like that. And yeah, that's kind of all I really have to say. So thanks once again. Hope you all have a great day, safe travels, and goodbye.